What's up, everybody? So, I got a chance to see the LeBron James Nike commercial. And the first thing I thought was cringe. Made me kind of gag a little bit. It made me upset. And excuse me. And the reason it made me upset is because you see, I actually thought to myself, what if LeBron James or any celebrity were to say, no, I'm not going for that. It makes no sense. I'm going to be embarrassed. I can kind of read the room, engage that people don't like me like that. Let's not put out something like this. Let's put out something a little more subtle, a little more kind of like stat driven or some shit like that. But for you to flat out come out and accept and be on board with this kind of commercial really tells me that this is what I mean when I say that the powers that be could do whatever they want. They could have found a way to make Jeremy Lin in the GOAT conversation if they wanted to. But they chose LeBron James, 6'9", 250. It's kind of it's just flat out pathetic, man. Because I'm not even gonna try to find the right. It's flat out pathetic. And right off the back, I cannot stand LeBron James in this fake mean mug that he likes to do. This, how many pictures does this fucking jackass got of bro? This is why you are a piece of crap. Michael Jordan has pictures that you can hang in your house with a family, and it'd be so much more acceptable than watching a grown-ass man wear do-rags for hair that he ain't even got this fake-ass this fake-ass Black Panther beard you got to cover up the surgery that you had from getting that tumor removed out of your face from taking steroids. You are a complete joke, man. And I sat here and thought to myself, if you were to be like, hey, Nike, don't do that shit, man. Oh, I know what would happen. They drop your ass like a bad habit, or they'll come out with some scandal or some shit like that to embarrass you and put you back in your place. But for you to tell them, hey, man, like, let's not do no shit like this. This ain't even. I'm not saying I ain't the GOAT. I'm just saying like I haven't really beat all my rivals and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they would quickly give you a reason to rethink your decision to come tell them to not come out with this commercial. So I got a chance to see it. It frustrated the hell out of me, and it just adds to the everything this dude does, man. It's just making you look so much more disgusting than you already are that it's like you're just in a downward spiral. Just like Drake, there's nothing you can do, bro, to bring yourself back, because everything that you do or you're involved in makes you look bad. Shout out to 2 Raw, because he came out talking about when LeBron James was courtside watching a game, he was actually watching another game on an illegal streaming site. And the first thing people were like, bro, you got all these millions of dollars. You mean to tell me you can't buy and afford, NBA league pass or some shit? Are you serious? So now they have to crack down on it and stuff. But it's like, do you just have no self-awareness, do you? I cannot imagine spending an entire year with you to see who you hang around with. What are they telling you? What are you that one right there made me the greatest player of all time. You not serious. I know you're not serious, bro. Here's the thing. Unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, nobody will ever do what Michael Jordan did for the NBA. Ever. Players have regressed, and you will never find another player, let alone a man, that doesn't mind being bald-headed, doesn't mind wearing short shorts, doesn't mind not having tattoos all over his body, doesn't mind dressing like he got some sense. You want to be in in a drop zone coverage. I'm going to just pull up right past the 3-point line, not behind the 3, but I'm going to just pull up and shoot an easy 2 every single time until you play up on me. And when you play up on me, now I'm going to hit you with some turnaround fadeaways, all from the nail, all from the free throw line. Then when you start playing rough with me, now I'm taking it to the paint and I'm going to foul you out. You will never meet another player like that. A player that'll drop step, and a 2 guard at that, that'll drop step and then just take one big leap and got such a grip on the basketball and he just slams it on top of somebody. It's like, you will never have another basketball player like that. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I don't say I'm sorry, but Michael Jordan will be the greatest basketball player for the next 100 years. Shout out to you, MJ. I can't imagine the feeling of knowing that you're just that great. You know what I mean? That you've mastered the game like that. I can't imagine what it's like to be in your shoes. In other news, Alex Jones and Owen Schroyer. I remember when Owen Schroyer came onto this crew, he would have a lot of moments where he wanted to kind of mimic Alex Jones' energy with the yelling and the compassion behind the screwing of not only Americans but just the screwing of people worldwide. And some of the things, like, I never watched the War Room or anything like that, cause I watched probably the first hour of Alex Jones' show, and then I tune it out and go find some, because I got too much to watch. I got way too much content to watch. So after the first hour, I tuned it out. But when he started saying Owen Schroyer is going to do the War Room from 4 to 6, it all to me was just like, part of being someone that is truth-based, someone that wants to uncover certain mysteries and theories that we have as people, is that most of the time you want to be as quiet, as calculated, and as careful as you can be. Having these teams doing a lot of the aggressive, the type of aggressive action that you guys take. When I say you guys, I mean these quote-unquote American patriots and all of these people, the MAGA and all of that garbage, for every action, there is an opposite reaction. Okay? For every action, there's an opposite reaction. So whatever you guys are doing when you think that going to the courts, going here, going there, and I think they consider what I am to be black-pilled, where I don't see any hope for humanity. I don't at all. Just when we might be able to get over one hump, we still have conversations about men having babies. We still have people that drink soda. So how in the hell are we going to come out of this mess that has been worked on us for the last 100 years? It's impossible. It's impossible. You can get somebody to say they don't like the presidency or they don't like politics, but then they go watch stupid ass TV shows. So there is no hope. I have zero hope in humanity. I believe that everything is going to have to get so bad where then people will turn to what's inside of them, their spirit, and then they will then show you what you see in these movies at the end of an apocalypse. People are more community-based. They're nicer to each other. They're harvesting and sharing crops and different things with one another as we restart society. You can say you hate the league all you want, football, basketball. You have a cell phone that is going to show you a game. You're going to watch the highlights. See, we're so far gone from fixing any particular problem because all of the problems have gotten so out of hand. So Alex Jones accused Owen Schroyer of backstabbing him, and says that Alex Jones tried to censor him. I heard Alex's explanation in which he says, well, duh, you dumbass. If I'm walking around the building and I see certain things on television, I'm going to come in here and ask you, hey, did you see this? That's what news stations do, bro. It's 24/7 nonstop news cycles. So I didn't try to censor you. I would just ask you, did you get a chance to cover this? He say, well, okay, well, I didn't never get a raise. I didn't never get this or that. And Alex was like, bro, I got your taxes right here. Like, I gave you a car. I gave you all of this stuff, bro. You a snaky ass dude. So when I Googled Owen Schroyer for the thumbnail, I'm just looking at his face like, yeah, you look like you look like a jock. Like, you look like a meat-headed asshole. That's what you look like. Snaky-like asshole. So and then I just never, I stopped watching the show all the way through, years ago, because I've just had so much content to watch. But when he had mentioned him and David Knight had a falling out, I was like, damn, David Knight too? Mark Dice, I used to be subscribed to his channel on YouTube. Mark Dice, so a lot of people, they having these fallouts with Alex, because at the heart of the matter, you guys are too aggressive. When you got on Piers Morgan's show and 1776 will commence again if you try to take our you shouldn't have done that, dog. That right there was the character that they wanted you to be, loud and rambunctious, so that anything you might say, the frogs are freaking gay, you've already shot both of your feet, bro, by doing all that hooping and hollering, my nigga. If you got the facts on your side, you should have stayed cool, calm, and collected and let that man talk himself into a goddamn into a bear trap. And I get the rage behind what's been done to us as a people. I 100%, 1,000% agree with that shit. I can't even walk around. Hell, I don't even watch football. But I know people back in the day, dudes would be like, hey, man, you see the game last night? I don't go around dudes that talk about sports. Well, it's dudes at Walmart, but you could just tell people are so pussified where they'll say stuff like, man, LeBron James, man, did you see that game last night, man? But like, I ain't gonna lie with him, man. He's a great player and all. No, he's not. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. You know, my nigga Too Raw, man, he come with that shit. But when he has to do this, and I don't think he has to, he feels like LeBron James have done great things. You're a great player, you've done great things. I, for one, do not think you great at anything, my nigga. And the longevity deal is because of them taking 4s and 5s out of the paint. Doing away with hand checking. Hard fouls, all that type of shit, bro. You ain't gonna sit up and tell me he's a great player, but it's that same shit when he be like, he's a great father. Shout out to Angry Old Hoops, because me and him share that same shit in common. We ain't buckling when it comes to LeBron James, bro. Well, he's a great father. Says who? Yeah, well, he's not on Jordan's level. He's a great player and all, but no, he's not. I'm not gonna let you just glaze over that as if I didn't hear you say that shit. No, he's not a great player. LeBron James has been mediocre his entire career. By them turning on magnet balls and shit like that, sitting other players out, sending other players to different conferences and shit like that, or on his team. Anthony Davis, that man, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's like the league has been having just a round table sit down every day of the season saying, okay, well, they're about to play the Bucks. What are we going to do with LeBron and Giannis? Oh, okay, well, Anthony Davis will go out with a back injury and we'll say LeBron James had to go fix his shower curtain at home or some shit so he won't have to play against Giannis. Like, bro, you just a fucking phony. And to a nigga that I have not watched a full basketball game, nor do I intend to, in probably since COVID. It's unbearable. I'm subscribed to House of Hoops and a House of Highlights and shit like that, but I can't watch no full game. It's unbearable. So, in the case of Owen Schwarrier and Alex Jones, I'm on Alex's side on this one. You were too young to even be in this type of quote-unquote fight. Because at some point I knew your ego was going to get in the way. So, yeah, that's that. The Rock. I've seen several videos. Oh, man, boy, I tell you, they have the quote-unquote truth community by the balls. You have people. Jake the Awake, he used to be called Jake the Asshole. This is a guy that thinks people have, like, doppelgangers. And they have CGI Donald Trumps and CGI and AI Joe Bidens. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all take this shit so far that it just... If I'm somebody sitting in this tent saying, like, if I were to be the one to put this information out, right? And I'll be like, look at these people, man. You got people over there saying, oh, The Rock been cloned. Then you got these dumbass people over there saying, oh, The Rock... he broke the oath. Then you got these people over here. Man, The Rock, he sold his soul. Then you got over here, you got, man, The Rock must have stopped taking steroids. This is why we are ineffective when it comes to any information. I'm telling y'all, they can put out snuff films of KIDS being messed with, and it will spark outrage for probably 2 weeks. After that, they can just put something else in the news. Why? Because they know people are not going to get up off their ass. People are not going to clock out of their job. People are not going to miss their kid sporting event or picking them up from school to go try to bring down some quote unquote deep state. It ain't happening. People on their priorities are not there. Knowing me, I'll bring the kids with me. Come on, man, we finna go. Wait till you get off from school and we finna go get, militant up in this motherfucker. We got some errands. Where we going? Hey, just sit back and relax and hope daddy don't go to jail. So this is why, again, what do I personally think? I think The Rock is getting older. Same thing that happened with Batista. They're getting older and they get off of these. They start to look how Hollywood wants them to look. See, Hollywood don't want these dudes looking like Terry Crews their whole goddamn life. They want them to eventually slim down, potentially play some gay role or some shit like that. But yeah, that's how they want to see these dudes, man. They want to see these dudes play a drug addict on big screen. They want to see the man take some dick. They want to see some shit that they've been waiting to see until you lose the muscles. So what do I think? I think The Rock is kind of like cycling off all of his workout shit that he's been taking for all of these years. For a movie role, possibly. That's what I think. I don't think he's been cloned and all of that other goofy ass shit. But y'all don't understand the sophistication that go behind cloning human beings, cloning anything. Now you trying to basically give the clone the exact same personality and cadence as whoever they cloning. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. They got our hair so goddamn twisted, it just makes me laugh. Like, they could come out, okay, y'all, here go y'all Epstein list. Now what? Oh my God. I knew Barack was on that list. So, what you gonna do about it? Oh man, I knew Trump was on that list. What you gonna do about it? So, do something. Oh man, I knew P. Diddy was on that list. So, what you gonna do? Oh well, I'm glad we finally got that list. So how about them Texans? You see what I'm saying? Humanity ain't serious about nothing. Nigga, we most serious for our pets before anything else. Notice I said pets, not kids. Pets. We got more compassion for our pets than we got for the truth and actually doing something about it. So, those are the 3 topics I wanted to tackle, man. I saw all of this shit. And y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this garbage going on, man. Support the Cash App, Charles Edwards III. Yeah, man, I'm trying to actually, become a household name, man. Get my face out here. Follow Me TV. I got a nice ring to it. If you're going to have a channel called Follow Me TV, you better be doing some consistent content. So, I'm trying to live up to the name I created. So, I'm out, y'all. Thanks.